Welcome back, Toy fans, to episode 195 of Reynolds Reviews. Well, on today's episode, we've got a gift box from the one and only Scuba Pete. Cue the march. Welcome back, everyone. Now, like I said in the intro, today we have got a gift box all the way from the US, and that is from our Scuba Pete. Now, Scuba Pete, what a guy he is in our community. He does so much for so many people, and we were talking a few months ago, and we were just having a general chit-chat about our collections. I mentioned to him that I am going to start a small size G.I. Joe collection. We discussed a few figures that we like and that we want, and things that I would like to get into the collection. And wouldn't you know it, a few weeks later, Scuba started sending me a few messages and a few pictures of G.I. Joes that he'd picked up for me. He knew these are figures that I particularly liked and wanted, and bless him, he sent them on, and a few weeks ago they arrived. So let's go see what we're adding to the G.I. Joe collection this week.
And here we go, folks. So like I said, I do know what's inside this package, but let's waste no more time and see what Peter sent us. Oh, I can already see something. Oh, look at those. So, like I said, I'm getting into G.I. Joe now, and two figures that I did have as a kid are the Crimson Twins. So we've got Zaymot and Tomax. Oh man, the condition of those looks awesome. Oh, look. And we've even got, oh god, I had no idea that was coming. So we've got the correct rifle now for my Rambo figures. Now, you may remember when I did a video on my Rambo figures, I said that I've got the right gun, but it's the wrong colour. They've got the weapons in there, so they look awesome. Thank you so much, Pete. But we've got more. Look at this. Oh, look. So we've got, you can only see the back of him, but we've got a V2 Storm Shadow there. One of my favourites. Now I'm collecting G.I. Joe again. I love this figure. But we've also got, and I did know this was coming, we have got a carded Action Force, Valaverse, Stan Solo, Desert Rat. Look at that. Oh man, that is so good. Thank you so much, Scuba. I love everything. So let's get things on the table and we'll take a close look at these guys. Okay folks, so we're going to just start with my Rambo Force of Freedom figure. Now, like I said earlier in the video, this guy is just about complete, but his M16, as you can see, it's the correct gun. It's the exact same gun, but completely different colour. It's all silver. So I just thought it was a bit strange. I picked this up as a placeholder, and I thought at some point I'll swap that gun out, but yeah, just so strange that it's the exact gun, but just a different colour. But now I've got the official gun thanks to Scuba, so let's get that swapped out. And there we go. So we have now got the official gun for Rambo. Now it's got a bit of a curve on, which I'm sure I can sort that out with some boiling water, but there we go. The proper gun with the proper colours. So really, really pleased with that. So thank you, Scuba. Very generous. I completely forgot that you mentioned this gun. I wasn't expecting it at all. But so satisfying to get the correct gun in Rambo's arm now. So yeah, there we go. Okay, but moving on to the Joes. Alright folks, so we're going to start with V2 Storm Shadow, and I absolutely love this figure. It was a figure that I've always wanted in the collection. I knew when I started a little side G.I. Joe collection that this was a figure I wanted. I didn't have him as a kid, but I remember thinking he looked awesome. I'm almost tempted to say I think he looks better than the V1 Storm Shadow. Now, that figure is awesome, but I just love the outfit that they've put him in. I love that sort of Arctic style sort of outfit with all the grey patches on it, with the hood and the bandana over his mouth. I just think that it is just such a cool looking figure, and just a little bit more attractive than they're just all white. They're plain white. Don't get me wrong, the V1 Storm Shadow is a fantastic figure, but there's just something about this outfit. And then of course he's all geared up. Now sorry folks, I've had to blue tack him to the table again because I still haven't got any stance, so trying to move him around is awkward and keeping him stood. But as you can see, he's got his claw, he's complete with his bow and arrow as well, or his bow, and then he's got his backpack with his samurai sword in the side. And I just think this is an absolutely beautiful figure, and I'm so pleased. He's in great condition as well, nice and white. And yeah, really pleased. Even the little mark on his wrist there looks good. So yeah, really pleased to get this guy into the collection. So thank you, Scuba. Again, he's in great condition. Look, no elbow cracks. He really does look fantastic.
and he will be treasured in the G.I. Joe collection. I'm so pleased to get him as well. I don't know where I'm going to put him yet. I'm trying to think of a really nice sort of strategic place to put him to sort of be in keeping with his character and that sort of stealth, sort of ninja kind of thing. But yeah, very, very cool. I'm sorry, folks, that I can't move them around a lot. Like I said, I will get some stands, and that means then once I do, I can move them around and show you on camera and then just stand them back up easy. But until then, once I move them, I can't stand them again. So I have to stick them to the table and just show you some images on screen. But yeah, he's awesome, and so pleased to get him into the collection. So thank you, Scuba. I really do appreciate it. But next, we have two figures that I did have as a kid, and I have a real connection with these two figures. So let's move on.
My brother's in trouble! How do you know? I know! Until now, Joe's had it easy. But now it's gonna get real hard. Cobra's hired evil twin brothers, leaders of the Crimson Guard. Introducing the leaders of the Crimson Guard, the evil twin brothers, Tomax and Sabot. And they're getting away in the Cobra Ferret.
The Joes will stop them.
With the G.I. Joe mini-tank.
G.I. Joe!
Evil twin brothers sold together. Cobra Ferret, G.I. Joe mini-tank, and Joe figures sold separately from Hasbro.
Okay, folks, and now we are moving on to Tomax and Zama, or you may know them better as the Crimson Twins, and I'm so pleased to get these. These are two figures that I did have as a kid. I remember having them along with Barbecue, Quick Kick, figures like that. I remember having these guys, and I don't know if we ended up getting these guys as a gift because we were twins. Because I'm a twin myself, I don't know if our grandparents saw these and just thought, well, we've got to get them because they're twin figures. So, but they are so cool, and I think it's Zaymot that has got the scar on his cheek, as you can see there. I'm sure that's right. But as you can see, once again, typical Scuba, they are in awesome condition. The paint looks fantastic. I was having this conversation with Adam only the other day, actually, the real toy dude, that when it comes to certain figures, especially when they've got Cobra emblems, I want the paint to be good. But there's no rub on the hair. The Cobra emblems look absolutely immaculate. No elbow cracks. Like I said, these are fantastic. And obviously, as you can see, complete with their guns, and also the Skyhook, which I just need to put some string around, but that is often missing. So really, really pleased to get these guys. Scuba, they are awesome. Thank you so much. Like I said, the condition is fantastic. But just to see them together, stood on the table, it instantly took me back, and I thought, I remember having these. In fact, I'm pretty sure I had them with the vehicle as well, and I think that was the Devilfish. I'm sure I used to put them in the Devilfish in the bath, but they are awesome. And I just think the colour scheme, that sort of navy and sort of maroon colour scheme, just with the whole outfit together, and then when you put them side by side, I think they just look awesome. Again, sorry folks, I can't move them around. I will be putting images on screen just so you can take a better look at them. But yeah, these will go lovingly into the G.I. Joe collection, and they will be treasured like everything. Now, what's funny, guys, is keep an eye on the channel for up and coming videos, because I did say to Pete when we were talking, I said, I'm going to get some figures. I'd like to just put a side collection of G.I. Joe together. Some of the figures that I recognise that I had as a kid, I didn't have many. And after that, it'll just be the ones that I like. But I remember saying categorically to Pete, there will be no vehicles. I'm just going to get the figures. There will be, categorically, I am not buying vehicles. Now, I know you've seen the G.I. Joe Snowcat and Tiger Cat. I picked those up because they were cheap in bundles and I was convinced I could make them work for me. But I was like, there are no more vehicles. I'm not buying any more vehicles. Well, I'm so weak, folks. Keep an eye on the channel for coming weeks. But my God, I'm so weak. It's pathetic. But again, thank you, Pete. Let's get everything back on the table and we'll wrap up. And there we go, folks, everything back on the table, and as you can see, I'm so pleased. Everything looks absolutely fantastic. Now, I know what you're thinking. Don't worry, you're thinking, Luke, you haven't shown us everything because you haven't shown us Desert Rat. Don't worry, that will be coming in the coming weeks on the channel. Thanks to Scuba Pete and a little bit of help from VTR Dave, I actually now have a carded Desert Rat and a loose Desert Rat, and I just think they are so nice. I'm going to dedicate a video in its own right to those figures. So there will be a separate video coming. I will be showing you the Desert Rat as well, so don't worry. But again, thank you to Scuba Pete. Look at these figures. So we've got Tomax and Zaymot, the Crimson Twins. We've got V2 Storm Shadow. And as you can see, Rambo is now complete with the correct gun. And it's nice and straight now as well. Look, a little bit of boiling water and a bit of manipulation. There we go. So huge thank you to Scuba Pete. What a guy our Scuba is. Fantastic guy. Really is. Does so much for everyone in the community. But also be sure to check out Scuba's channel. He has got a channel himself. Not only is he part of the Chasing 80s channel, he's also got his own channel called The Scubas with the lovely Leslie. I will leave links to both channels in the description below. Make sure you check them out. Fantastic content, it really is. But yeah, there we go, folks. Hope you enjoyed that. The usual drill, you know how it works by now. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you feel you want to. I get back to everybody. And as always, keep collecting. I'll see you next time, folks.